Hey, in this video I'll be telling and showing you my favorite covers in my manga collection, and from those I'll be showing you my favorite one by Pryces of Elimination. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, to start... Okay, let's take Sakamoto Days Volume 4. I'm already displaying it as you can see, but oh my god, I love this cover so much. All the colors in this cover blend so amazingly, and also it's so cool to see how Yuto Suzuki does the transparent with color. I find that so cool. Okay, next. Yeah, let's take a few of the Promised Neverland covers. I think the Promised Neverland in general has the best covers in my entire manga collection, but there are a few that are of course a bit better than others. Let's say Volume 12. I've been loving Volume 12 for so long. I think ever since the first time I saw it, I was in love with it. And I still really like it. I also like the Promised Neverland Volume 15. It's just a very good volume cover with an amazing color template. And finally, the Promised Neverland Volume 1. I'll explain this a bit more later, but it's a really good cover when you think about it. Okay, next, let's take a more simplistic one. Bleach Volume 49. I think this is the best cover in the entire Bleach franchise, and yeah. Okay, next. Okay, yeah, I almost forgot, but Chainsaw Man Volume 5 is amazing. Again, the colors are amazing in this, and it's just a direct reference to what happens in the entire volume. Maybe not the entire volume. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I like all of the covers, maybe Volume 2 less, but Volume 6 is maybe my favorite cover so far that has been revealed. I mean, look at this. It's amazing. Next, let's take... Actually, yeah, I forgot about this. Red Hood Volume 1. This is a really good cover. Oh, okay, Jujutsu Kaisen has a few really good covers, like Volume 8. Volume 8 is a really good cover. Also, Volume 14. This is, again, I don't know what else to say. It's just an amazing cover. I just keep repeating the same thing over and over for now. But yeah. Okay, so far it's like this. Let's take a few more. I feel like I should do something with Freeren, but all of the volume covers are good, but none of them stand out to me that much. This is a good cover. This is also a good cover. This is, I think, maybe the best cover so far in my collection. This is also a good cover, and this is a good cover. They're all good covers. Okay, let's do... Okay, I've been thinking about this. Fairy Tail Volume 12. Oh, I didn't even think about this shelf. I kind of forgot about it. Oh, maybe To Your Eternity. This is a good cover, I guess. Actually, let's take Attack on Titan Volume 30. This is my favorite cover in the entire Attack on Titan series. Okay, so now we're left with 12 volumes, so let's just do this by process of elimination, which immediately aren't going to be my favorite cover in my entire manga collection. Let's start with Bleach. This is a pretty simple one in my opinion. It's mostly because there is no background. Look at the rest of these. There's a wolf in the background. Background. You get the point. This has no background. It's cool. It's him doing a cool pose, but it's nothing that special. So this is immediately first out. Next, let's take... Attack on Titan. This is a very cool cover in my opinion. The colors are amazing, especially the background, and the art in general is amazing. I'm especially talking about the top art. Look at that, that's amazing. But it's still almost... This maybe isn't the right word, but maybe even a little bit bland. Like, it's nothing that special. It's good, it's really good, but it's nothing that crazy, if you get what I mean. Okay, next let's take Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 8. I really like the green in this cover. I feel like not a lot of covers do green well. But I really like the heavy purple and green colors in this cover. As I already said, I like how they did green in this, but the purple really stands out to me. Also, it's a very cool pose, and I like the background a lot for this one. It's a very cool cover, nothing to complain about here. Okay, with that being said, I think next up is Fairy Tail Volume 12. As I mentioned during the Bleach part, this has basically no background. Like, okay, there is this pretty much square, but apart from that, it's the same template for all of those covers. The main reason why this is even here is because I love how Natsu is illustrated. This is an amazing illustration, and the rest is fine, but as I said, Natsu is illustrated very well. I like the pose, I like this color illustration of him. It's just a good cover, especially the Natsu. Okay, next up, I think it's finally time for me to explain this Promised Neverland Volume 1. The best way I can explain this is, do you know those cameras that can like capture the world? Like, okay, Okay, here's an example on screen right now. I don't know what those cameras are called, but this is essentially what this is. Here is the starting house, here is the library where they snuck in, here is the wall, and yeah, the sky, and all of the main characters. And it's just a very smart cover. That's the best way I can put it. It's a smart cover. There's everything included, and it blends everything amazingly. As I said, there is the entire world in just this one cover with the main characters, and it's illustrated amazingly with the colors also complementing each other very nicely. But it is still maybe lacking something. I can't explain exactly what, but maybe a little bit heavier focus on the characters could have been better, but it's very, very good. Okay, next, with that being said, I think is Red Hood. This is again a really good cover, but I really like the background for this, that especially, and I'm not even sure what to say here. This is just a very good cover in general, in my opinion. It shows the main character, the almost mentor, you could say. I really don't know what to say. It's just a good cover. Now we're left with the top 6, but I think the next to be eliminated is Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint Volume 6. I love the colors here, like especially the gradient with the green and orange. Like you can see here, it goes from light green to orange. There's no one place where it just snaps and it's orange or green. It's a nice gradient. And this, I'm not sure if I can explain this, but this is a direct reference to what happens in the volume. Yeah, I'm not going to explain it for spoilers, obviously, but this is the direct reference, and this is very well illustrated, I guess you could say. Very cool, very nice. That's pretty much all that I have to say. Oh yeah, and here, if you want to see the illustration without the black line, here. That's pretty cool. I really like this illustration. Okay, top 5. Fuck, I love all of these volumes. But I think the next to be eliminated will be Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 14. I really love the color template here. This time between blue and pink. I don't think I've seen another cover that does those two primary colors so well. You can see how it blends here into a purple, and I love how Gege Akutami put a heavy focus on Sukuna being the pink. Yeah, you can see this nice gradient from pink to blue in the background, Sukuna in pink being in the middle ground, and Sukuna's fingers being in the foreground, all being illustrated in different colors, making them stand out while being simultaneously in the cover. Like as I just explained, the nice gradient in the background, Sukuna in a completely different color that makes him stand out, especially against the blue in the middle ground, and the Sukuna's fingers in an almost like heavier blue than Sukuna, or even the blue background that makes him stand out in the foreground. So yeah, this is just a very strong cover. There's not one bad thing about it, but I think it's more that I like these covers more than that. Okay, we're left with the top 4, and honestly, this is a pretty obvious choice for me. Chainsaw Man Volume 5. This would be maybe even number 1 if there wasn't such a heavy focus on this almost lemon yellow, I guess you could say, in the background. If there was like a small gradient, even like from a dark yellow to this yellow, just something. The yellow in the background feels very heavy. The rest of the cover is amazing. Just the background, and maybe it could have been even number 1. But yeah, also I really find this Chainsaw Man in Rainbow to be really unique, and I'm pretty sure that's the only time in the series that Tatsuki Fujimoto did this, like a Rainbow Chainsaw Man. This is a very good cover and a direct reference to what happens in the volume. Top 3. Okay, this time I'm taking The Promised Neverland Volume 15. The reason I really like this volume is because the background here is amazing. The foreground is less of the focus to me for why I like it, but the background, as I mentioned, this is a reference to what happens, and I like how they split it in half. The light side is humans and the dark side is demons. It's just a very smart cover again. The Promised Neverland covers never miss, apart from one time. You know what? I'll show you. There is one time that they absolutely did a bad cover, and it's this. This is a good idea, but the execution is just not it. I don't even know how they could fix this, but this is just, in my opinion, pretty ugly. The art is good, the idea is amazing, but the execution is bad. But this is amazing. And we are left with the top 2 volumes, Sakamoto Days Volume 4 and The Promised Neverland Volume 12. If I haven't said this already, this is completely my opinion. Your favorite cover might as well be Spy Family Volume 1. That's your opinion. But my opinion is that between all of my volumes, those are my favorite, and these are my two favorite, which I'm about to separate, which is my number 1 and number 2 favorites. And my number 2 favorite, without a doubt, is Sakamoto Days Volume 4. It's not that this cover does something bad, but more that this volume is just amazing, but I'll get into that in just a few moments. I love how Yuki Suzuki blends his transparent outfit with the background. I find this really unique. It's both hard to see past it, and it's so easy to see past it. The color blending is amazing, and the color choice, in my opinion, is also great. It shows everything that happened in the volume. Should I say? I'm not going to say, actually. This is, again, a very smart cover, and I really like it, and the execution is also there. But the reason that's number 2 and this is number 1 is because of the detail in here. Like, look at the detail in the eyes. That's fucking beautiful. Emma's hair, how much detail is there. This, look at the colors there. I don't think this is exactly what happens in the volume, but the illustration quality and colors and everything is just amazing. The biggest thing are these eyes, and I'm pretty sure this inside her eyes is also a reference to what is a big part of the story. Oh my god, what a beautiful cover. 10 out of 10 cover, in my opinion. This has been my favorite cover ever since I saw it like over a year ago. It's been constantly my favorite, and in general, as I mentioned at the start of the video, The Promised Neverland has amazing covers, and this just stands out among them all as the best cover, in my opinion. So yeah, this is my favorite cover in my entire manga collection, and honestly, I already knew the outcome of this video before I even started recording. Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos like this, then please be sure to click on the video that you see on screen now. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!